What if I told you the NBA team that steamrolled through the regular season dominating opponents, silencing critics, and finishing with a league best 64-18 record is now one game away from being bounced in the second round? What if I told you that team is the Cleveland Cavaliers and that the Indiana Pacers, a sixth seed that limped into the playoffs, are now on the verge of pulling off one of the biggest upsets of the 2025 NBA playoffs? Welcome to Beyond the Box Score, the only place where stats, strategy, and storytelling collide. And tonight, we're diving deep into Game 5 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Indiana Pacers? The stakes? Everything. The Pacers have stunned the basketball world, taking a 3-1 lead against the top-seeded Cavaliers. Their most recent victory, 129-109, dismantling in Game 4 wasn't just a win, it was a statement. A young, fast-paced, fearless Indiana team took full control and never looked back. Now they have a chance to close out the series in Cleveland, and the Cavaliers are left searching for answers and healthy bodies. Let's talk injuries because they've shaped this series dramatically. For Cleveland, the concern begins and possibly ends with Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell left Game 4 after suffering a non-contact left calf strain. He limped to the locker room with what could be a season-defining injury. Although Mitchell told reporters he expects to play, calf strains are notoriously tricky. If he's even 80%, the Cavaliers will take it, but it's far from ideal in a win-or-go-home situation. Then there's Darius Garland, already battling a lingering hip issue. Garland has been visibly limited in his lateral movement and explosiveness. He's listed as questionable for Game 5. Combine that with injuries to Ty Jerome and Max Struss, both of whom have been ruled questionable as of today, and Cleveland's backcourt rotation looks extremely thin. That puts added pressure on the Cavs. Big Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen, who have been solid but not spectacular this series. Mobley is averaging 18.9 points and 8.9 rebounds, providing interior offense and elite rim protection. Allen is doing his part with over 14 points and 10 rebounds per game, but neither has been able to shift the momentum. When Indiana's perimeter shooting lights up, on the other side of the court, the Indiana Pacers are clicking like a team that knows exactly who they are, despite dealing with injuries, themselves including a concerning hamstring issue for Tyrese. Haliburton, they've found ways to adapt. Haliburton is listed as questionable for Game 5, if he plays. His playmaking will be crucial. If he doesn't, the Pacers will look to shift more responsibility to Pascal Siakam, who has emerged as the series MVP candidate. Siakam is averaging nearly 20 points and 8 rebounds per game, while defending multiple positions. His veteran poise and versatility have made life incredibly difficult for the Cavaliers. Meanwhile, Miles Turner has been a silent assassin knocking down threes, grabbing boards and averaging over 2 blocks a game. Throw in the energy of Andrew Nembhard and the clutch. Bench minutes from TJ McConnell, and Pacers' rotation is doing real damage even without full health. The numbers tell a story. Through 4 games, the Pacers are averaging 122 points per contest. Cleveland? Just under 109. Indiana is shooting nearly 40% from deep, while Cleveland is struggling to find consistency beyond the arc. The Cavaliers' usually elite defense has been slow to rotate, unable to keep up with Indiana's off-ball movement and fast pace. The Pacers' transition game has especially broken Cleveland's structure. Whether it's Haliburton pushing the tempo, Siakam attacking mismatches, or Turner trailing the break for open threes, Indiana has dictated the rhythm in nearly every game. Let's shift to the Vegas odds and betting analysis. According to multiple sportsbooks, including DraftKings and Vegas Insider, the Cavaliers are surprisingly favored by 8 points at home. The over-under sits at 230.5, which suggests another high-scoring affair is expected. But if you're a bettor or fantasy player, proceed with caution, because this game hinges entirely on the health of two superstars, Mitchell and Haliburton. Now let's talk matchups. Without a fully healthy Mitchell and Garland, expect Caris LeVert to take on more ball-handling duties. LeVert has the ability to score in isolation, but he's wildly inconsistent. If he can stay hot and keep turnovers low, he might be the X-factor Cleveland desperately needs. Don't be surprised if Georges Niang and Isaac Okoro see extended minutes as well, particularly if the game becomes a grinded-out half-court battle. From Indiana's perspective, the key is spacing and pace. Continue to exploit mismatches, drag Allen out of the paint, and force Mobley to switch onto guards. Indiana doesn't need to reinvent the wheel. They just need to keep doing what's worked: fast breaks, extra passes, and suffocating perimeter pressure. So what's our final verdict? This is a legacy game for Donovan Mitchell if he plays. It's a credibility game for J.B. Bickerstaff, and it's a coming-of-age game for the Pacers. Indiana has played with house money all series, but closing out a team on the road? That's a different kind of pressure. We're predicting a close one. Despite the injuries and the pressure, we believe the Cavaliers rally at home behind a heroic performance from Mitchell, assuming he plays in some timely defense down the stretch. Final prediction: Cavaliers 112, Pacers 108. Cleveland lives to fight another day. Game 6, here we come. But the real question is, can they survive another 48 minutes without breaking? Or has Indiana already cracked the code? Let us know what you think in the comments. Will the Cavs rise under pressure, or is this the end of the road? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss any update.